Alright, so this is Sylus Nightglow. You're the unexpected mark etched into my life. Not downloaded, excuse you. Okay, I guess I'll download it. I guess I'll do that. Oh, it's downloaded. Alright, here we go. Let's see if my reading's on point today, and I got my clicker, so I won't be skipping. Unless my fingers start twitching. 1, 2, 3. It's been 3 days, and Sylus still hasn't shown up. Wait. There we go. I got a little scared. Since I haven't seen him in a while, I wonder what he's been busy with lately. I'm not used to not having him around. I take out my phone to voice my protest. I mean, ignore my profile picture. What are you doing? There are things that need to be dealt with, such as... I don't know. Okay. Before I can reply, I hear the sound of a mechanical beak tapping against the glass. It's outside. I thought it was a gunshot. Sorry. I open the window and Mephisto drops a red gemstone on my desk. Does Sylus in you? He flies off with a flourish. I sent Sylus a question mark, but I didn't get a response that night. The next day, a familiar mechanical figure appears again soon after my message is marked as read. Mephisto encircles in front of me before dropping a purple gemstone into my hand. Yeah? He quickly turns around and flies away. Oh. Where is this? Oh, in the no-hunt zone. Okay. In the time of Sylus's absence, I continue visiting no-hunt zones to carry out my missions. After a night of intense fighting, the massive wanderer finally shows signs of fatigue. Is he gonna help me fight? Is he gonna peck at him for me? I look up and see a blackbird land on a branch. I did not click it, it went on its own. I forced the wanderer to fall back. Now I finally have the moment to look at Mephisto. Are you just gonna watch and not help me? That's what I'm saying. Yes, you heard me. I wave my hand at Mephisto. He tilts his head. After he picks up the gemstone and flies a little farther away, I aim my firearm at the wanderer. Half an hour later, I finally obtain the wanderer's protocore. Mephisto places a green gemstone in my hand and perches on my shoulder. He starts kneading. Do birds really do that? Like, I know cats knead, but do birds knead too? That'd be kind of cool. Thank you for the massage. But I bet there's really hurt though. Well, okay. Why did you bring another gemstone? This is the 7th one. Yeah, it's like a gemstone collection. I grab Mephisto and shake him up and down. The work Sylus is busy with. Is it turning you into a gemstone miner? I guess not. After finishing the mission, I couldn't resist calling Sylus. Sylus, what's going on with Mephisto?
I see he did his job for today.
Yeah? Yeah, he's been carrying stones in his beak every day recently. Aren't you worried you'll tire out your bird?
He's not that fragile. And even if he was exhausted, he'd still show up on time. You don't like any of the stones I had him deliver?
No, I like them. I just don't know what's going on. Look, I'm like... No, okay, it's not that. I just don't understand why you're giving me so many of them all of a sudden. Besides, it'd be more efficient if you showed up in person.
I've been a little busy lately.
Are there other people with you?
No, there aren't.
Okay. I heard screaming. You're not doing something dangerous, right?
I wouldn't call it that. But I do have something important. Do you want to join me?
Sure. They're killing people, or... Following Mephisto, I ride the 270HM through the disambiguation area. I see that word all the time, but then now me saying it, I don't know. I'll have to practice that. Tires crush the old equipment scattered on the ground. Harsh sounds accompanied by an engine's roar continue to echo. Abandoned energy stations disappear behind me. A villa located at the border between the N1 and I zone and the disambiguation area appears. I can hear the sound of machinery inside the villa. However, upon opening the rooftop door, the bloody scene I had imagined isn't present. He cleaned it up. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. The night is as black as ink. Only one person who's polishing gemstones on the sofa is illuminated by the light. There's like an eyelash on my eye. Or poking me. Sylus lazily leans back, holding up the gemstone toward the moon. Turns it around and then slowly shifts his head.
Long time no see, kitten.
So you know it's been a while. Sylus pats the empty space on the sofa, and I squeeze in beside him. Taking advantage of the moment, he lowers his head to polish the gemstone. I sniff the air. Sure enough, it still carries a lingering scent of gunpowder and blood. Do I have to? I got comfortable using my whatchamacallit. Why isn't it doing it? We'll just do that. Worried, I run my hands over his arm to check for injuries.
So, you've developed a habit of tickling people when you don't see them for 10 days?
What are you talking about? I'm doing an examination.
Oh. What are the results then?
I guess he's not injured. Oh, no injuries to the face, a strong heartbeat, and your body is intact. Congratulations, you're in good health. I've done all I can. I'm about to pull away when Sylus catches me. I take the opportunity to link our arms together. Now it's your turn to confess. What were you really up to while you were gone?
Did you see what's on the table?
No. Brilliant gemstones of various colors are scattered on it, but the most striking one is the green diamond in his hand. It still needs to be shaped. Did you personally cut and polish the stones from before, too? Sylus hands me the green gemstone he just cut.
Put it on the polishing wheel and shape it however you want. Give it a try.
That's all the instructions you're going to give me? Aren't you worried it'll look weird? His arm, which is loosely wrapped around my waist, tightens, and I feel myself being effortlessly lifted as Sylus pulls me in between his legs.
It's not valuable. Relax.
Are you serious? The polishing machine whirs to life, and I carefully grip the gemstone. I press it against the polishing wheel.
You're tickling the gemstone now.
I'm worried it'll get damaged. Besides, I don't know what you want me to polish it into.
Since I'm letting you handle this, just do whatever you want.
Alright. What if the final result doesn't meet your expectations? And why do you look so excited?
Why are you worried when I'm not?
I just noticed that shirt has chains on it. I thought it was just like a white line design. No, those are chains. I just noticed that. Polishing gemstones requires precise control. I have to shake my wrist several times in a short amount of time.
Lower your wrist and rest it on the table. It'll be easier.
Sylus only verbally corrects my posture. I do as he says, and my wrist feels more relaxed. You're good at this. Gemstone polishing must be your new hobby.
I was just killing time. But it got boring pretty quickly. Polishing rarely has any surprises. Every result is exactly as you'd expect. The force and direction you use dictate the mark it'll leave.
Sylus's breathing moves closer. I'm distracted for a moment and accidentally grind away a small piece of the gemstone. Well.
It's a very distinct, irregular cut.
Yeah, because I messed up. Didn't someone just say every result is exactly as you'd expect?
If the gem had a mouth, it'd probably ask how this accident happened.
Looking at the brilliant gemstone I polished into a strange shape, a hint of unease wells up in my heart. You said it wasn't valuable, right?
It's not that valuable. The part you removed was only worth a few of Anakinis' bases.
Even if I mortgage everything I own, I still wouldn't be able to pay it back.
I wasn't thinking about that. However, you can compensate me if you want. I only accept cash, though.
What? He's got enough cash. Then I have nothing for you. Looks like I'll have to... I grip Sylus's wrist with both hands. Capture the leader of Anakinis first.
Are you saying you won't compensate me?
You said that this was about compensation. Fussing over trivial matters would make people think you're broke. Ah.
Then what do you plan to do by grabbing me? I haven't the slightest idea.
Really? Of course. I want you to go on a date with me in the N109 zone. Sylus raises his eyebrows slightly and surprise appears in his eyes.
Sure. But allow me to give you a warning, kitten. In the N109 zone, anything can happen.
I'm aware. I have you, don't I?
You do.
Just as we're about to leave, Sylus's phone suddenly buzzes. He glances at it.
Perfect. I'll take care of a small matter while I'm at it.
More. I'm kidding. The heavy motorcycle roars as it enters the bustling district of the N109 zone. It stops in front of the steps of a music hall. Taking the invitation from Sylus's hand, the attendant leads us through corridors that resemble a golden maze. We arrive at the private box seats on the 4th floor. I can't believe a peaceful place like this exists in the N109 zone.
We have violence and bloodshed, yes. But there are, occasionally, unique romantic moments that only belong to the N109 zone.
I used to think the word romantic had nothing to do with the N109 zone. Now I'm starting to appreciate some of it myself. I wonder what the difference is between concerts in the N109 zone and those in Lincoln City, though. I lean against Sylus's chest and look at the program beside me. Before long, the lights dim and the concert officially begins. A melodious tune flows from the, okay. I look at Sylus. His eyes are closed and his knuckles, okay. What is it?
They're finally here. Shh.
Sylus presses his index finger against my lips. The sound of 10 people's footsteps resounds outside the door. I realize that Sylus's small matter has caught up with us.
Fake invitations. It must be Anakinis. Deal with them quietly and don't disturb the guests in the other box seats. You, go to the underground warehouse. The cargo transfer must be done as soon as possible. The rest of you will enter with me.
Can we not hear them? Like, do they know that we can hear them, or?
Too slow.
When the door is broken down, Sylus already has his arm around my waist, wrapped in black-red mist. That happens. Gunshots ring out from all 4 directions, and the entire music hall is in chaos. Paintings and exquisite works of art are pierced by bullets. Their remains lie scattered on the floor. Sylus leads me through the maze-like corridors. He occasionally leaves small orbs with a gem-like texture in concealed spots. But I have no time to figure out what those are. I can only dodge the hail of bullets while shooting. Weren't we supposed to listen to music?
Don't these gunshots sound good? 2 on the right.
They're not as pleasant as your singing voice.
I'm flattered.
Sylus! An attendant suddenly leaps out from behind Sylus. I immediately raise my gun to aim at Sylus's head. Oh, it's timed! Once I pull the trigger, he tilts his head slightly, and the bullet grazes his ear as it knocks the gun away from the attendant's hand. As the last attendant falls, we finally have a moment's respite. Don't you think you owe me an explanation?
I'm here to retrieve my stuff.
This is why you had to be in person, and you even dragged me into it.
There aren't many people I can trust right now.
The sound of footsteps grows louder again. We can't keep doing this. Find your cargo, I'll distract him.
Luke and Kieran will handle the cargo. Let me show you something more interesting.
Sylus leads me around wave after wave of pursuers. Just as we're about to reach the marble staircase, we run into a group. I immediately draw my gun, but I'm almost out of ammo. But the enemy in front of us... I did it! Over there. I push Sylus into a narrow secret passage. I don't even have to look to know he's very displeased right now. Sorry, you'll have to deal with this cramped space. We can move when those people leave.
We saw them a few seconds ago. They should be around here. You guys guard this area. The rest of you can start searching.
I spoke too soon.
There's another exit. Let's go over here.
He knows the routes like the back of his hand. Lead the way. The secret passage is only wide enough for one person to pass through, which is a problem for Sylus. He's too tall and imposing. Seeing how Sylus is unable to stretch out his arms, struggling to lift his legs, and forced to slow his pace, I try to hold back my laughter.
You can laugh a little louder.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone that you acted like a snail in the secret passage.
Good.
This card is doing a lot of
Otherwise,
skipping.
I can't guarantee I'll be able to keep the secret of a certain someone and Sylus acting like snails together.
Why are you dragging me into it? I feel like it'd ruin your image more.
Having you go down with me isn't too bad.
Be honest, why did you need to be here in person? Couldn't you have let Luke and Kieran deal with these people? That way you wouldn't have had to struggle through passages like this one.
Someone whom I haven't seen in a long time wanted to have a date in the N109 zone. Do you think there's another reason?
It felt like I was the only one who thought 10 days was too long. The narrow passage is quiet. The only sound here belongs to our slow, careful progress as we move single file. Even though Sylus is ahead of me, his breathing echoes through the empty passage. It's almost like it's right next to my ear. I keep my head down and watch my footing. It's not until I walk into Sylus's back that I realize we've reached a wider passage.
Where?
Seems we've reached a place that's directly above the venue. Sylus crouches down beside the exit. I see we're here.
I heard only small animals like to express themselves by nudging with their heads.
That was an accident. Just forget it even happened. I crouch down beside Sylus and reach up to rub a spot I bumped into, but he cups my cheeks with both hands.
Expressing yourself like an animal every now and then isn't a bad idea.
What? Sylus leans down and gently rests his forehead against mine.
10 days really is too long.
As I said, we leave and Sylus nonchalantly steps onto the crystal chandelier hanging in the center of the building. Then he pulls me to his side. Every slight movement makes the chandelier sway more violently. I give up trying to balance myself and tightly hold on to him. Is this our last stop for today?
Mm-hmm.
I thought a concert in the N109 zone would have some kind of surprise. Oh. A familiar cry echoes through the hall as Sylus extends his hand. Mephisto slowly lands on it. Mephisto's here, so they should also be. Sure enough, Luke and Kieran, who are below us, make an okay gesture to Sylus. They wave at me before disappearing.
The concert isn't over yet.
Okay.
Don't you think fireworks are a perfect way to end this date?
If Onychynus is involved, then these can't possibly be ordinary fireworks.
Go.
Sylus places both hands over my ears and his voice becomes muffled.
This is the best spot for watching fireworks in the entire music hall. Don't blink.
As soon as he finishes speaking, sparks burst forth in sequence from the places where Sylus and I had walked through. Violent explosions and fire erupt one after another to create an intense symphony. The chandelier sways more violently from the explosions, and scorching flames narrowly miss us several times.
Do fireworks like these still match your expectations for our date?
Personally set everything up along the way. Of course, I'm satisfied. The firelight gradually fades into the night. After the special fireworks show ends, Sylus takes me back to Lincoln City on his motorcycle. Even though we're going at our usual speed, time passes quickly. The moment we have to say goodbye arrives in the blink of an eye.
We're here.
Sylus, don't you think tonight's moonlight is perfect for another ride along the river?
You don't want to go home, kitten?
My arms tighten around his waist. It's very obvious.
I guess you weren't quiet because you were still processing the explosions from earlier.
Explosions like that are nothing compared to the dramatic scenes I've witnessed around you. After all, you're Anna Kindness's leader. My life is like a movie, thanks to you. I never know what dangerous scene will unfold next.
You're welcome.
I should really commend you. It's impossible not to get used to this kind of life with you. If there's ever a day when I don't hear gunshots, I might feel restless.
What should we do then? Lincoln City is no longer suitable for you. If you ever want to move, Anna Kindness will welcome you.
Take off the helmet painted with a golden crow, but Sylus presses it back onto my head.
Didn't you say you wanted to go on another ride? Hold on tight.
Where are we going? Oh, didn't she say the river, I think? No? Okay. After that day, Sylus returns to being busy with his important affairs. Mephisto still occasionally brings gems. One day, a banquet invitation replaces the jewels. When I arrive at Anna Kindness's base, the place is surprisingly welcoming with blazing lights. Am I the wrong place? I check the door number again. I'm in the right place. With ease, I head toward the living room and look around. Some of the furniture has been removed. Long tables with wine glasses have taken their place.
You're here. Perfect.
I turn to find Sylus, whom I haven't seen in ages. He's wearing an impeccably coordinated suit as he stands behind me. Before I can even speak, two servants escort me into a luxurious dressing room. After being lavishly dressed up, I finally see Sylus again. He's waiting by the door. He appears to be thinking about something, but when he sees me, a subtle ripple of emotion stirs in his eyes.
Not bad.
Noticing how pleased he sounded, I lower my head and smooth the hem of my dress. Inviting someone to a banquet without mentioning it beforehand, isn't that a bit much even for a surprise?
You give people a fair amount of surprises yourself.
Sylus walks over to the full-length mirror and stops. His gaze is on me.
Come here.
Okay. I walk over to him and he gently guides me to sit on the cushioned stool.
The more exceptional the gemstone, the more it needs a master who can complement its beauty.
He takes two earrings from a jewelry box and places them in my palm.
Put them on. I'm afraid I might hurt you.
String music drifts in from outside the door. The cello's low hum fills my ears. Your banquet has already started. Are we late?
The star of the show always makes a fashionably late entrance. They know how this works.
In the jewelry box, there's a necklace more magnificent than all the gemstones from before, one set with a green square diamond. Even without him saying anything, I can tell the green diamond was cut by skilled hands. Whoever did it must have put a lot of care into their work. He brushes my hair back behind my ear, unfastens the necklace's clasp, and places it around my neck. What kind of banquet requires an elaborate necklace?
It's an ordinary wine-tasting banquet. Incidentally, it'll let them see the new stones I've acquired.
Cool. As we walk, Sylus puts the necklace back around my neck. His gaze lingers on my earlobes.
Beautiful.
My gaze meets his in the mirror. His eyes are full of mischief.
You don't need to be skeptical. I was talking about you.
Inviting me here means you're done with that important matter, right?
I had to deal with a small problem.
Right. Destroying the planet would only be a small problem to you. The green square diamond gleams with a subtle radiance under the light. He lifts a lustrous gemstone with his fingers and carefully examines
It's
it.
like polishing gemstones. The cuts in the process of polishing can be predicted. It's no big deal.
But stones that are polished too much require you to spend more time in redesigning their shape. Wouldn't you say that still counts as trouble beyond your expectations? This diamond has a translucent quality to it, and there aren't any cracks. You can't tell what kind of polishing it underwent.
You're not wrong. I don't like cutting that isn't under my control. But marked things that perfectly meet my expectations are actually boring. Wouldn't you agree?
Smiling, he takes my hand and leans in.
I look forward to the chain reactions brought about by those unexpected marks. This jewelry set is still missing one piece. I'll have to ask your finger to remain as it is for a while.
Is that like a proposal ring? An
Let's go.
engagement ring?
You're tonight's star.
A wedding ring. While the lights sparkle and guests mingle with drinks in hand, the atmosphere here can hardly be called harmonious. Why? The guests' gazes dart around as they repeatedly examine the necklace I'm wearing. They whisper among themselves.
Look at her necklace.
Deliberately bringing out a woman to show off like this? That's something he'd do.
The family heirloom is being worn by Sylus's woman now. It's obvious who won.
I turn my attention to Sylus, who's pouring wine into a tall glass. You sent me that invitation just so I could help you show off jewelry. Did you steal these from your enemy? Sylus gently swirls his wine glass.
Correct. Your hearing is good. Keep eavesdropping for a bit.
I don't need to. They're discussing it very loudly. Someone stole your things, went around winning people's loyalty, and opposed you at every turn. Some time ago, you brought in people to seize his mansion and stole this set of jewelry, which was his family heirloom. The people at tonight's party, their loyalty is wavering in the N109 zone, so you're making a show of force for them.
Another correct answer. Take this prize.
Sylus plucks a small cherry from the frosting of a cake that sat on a serving plate. He feeds it to me. Sensing the scrutinizing gazes around me, I move closer to Sylus and ask in a low voice, "What about Luke and Kieran? You must be plotting something if they're not here at an occasion like this." Sylus raises an eyebrow as if he just heard a joke.
Plotting? That's child's play. Some important guests couldn't make it tonight, so I had the twins deliver gifts.
Outside the window, the N109 zone is quiet. Sylus's gaze seems to soften under the moonlights and lamplights glow. His fingers brush against the necklace's gemstone once more. After the gentle touch passes, he moves his fingertips to my collarbone and the side of my neck.
What have you been up to lately?
Aside from fighting wanderers, there is nothing else, to be honest.
Oh. So you can hear gunshots every day? I assume your life is eventful?
Sylus pulls his hand back. He's about to slip it into his pocket, but I intercepted him first. I intertwine my fingers with his. But I'm not used to it. Only being able to see Mephisto every day doesn't feel right. Seemingly hearing the answer he wanted, Sylus drains his wine glass with satisfaction.
I've been very busy lately. As you can see, I was preparing gifts for you. I did what I needed to do.
So I should be seeing more than just your bird every day from now on, right? Silas's phone chimes in his pocket, but he doesn't check it. His gaze sweeps across the entire banquet hall. The guests immediately look down to check their phones. It's as if something momentous has happened. The door suddenly bursts open, and Mephisto spreads his wings as he flies toward us. He drops a black square jewelry box into Silas's hand. The guests exchange glances. With Silas's tacit permission, they begin murmuring among themselves at an appropriate volume.
Look at the family crest on the box.
The N109 zone can only have one master.
Sylus opens the box to reveal a rhombus green diamond ring nestled on black velvet. I can tell it's part of the set that has the necklace and earrings I'm wearing, just from the color and quality alone.
The epitome of beauty.
Sylus, if I hadn't visited you today, you wouldn't be able to brazenly show off your spoils like this, right? Sylus teasingly caresses my knuckles before slipping the ring onto my right hand's middle finger.
The N109 zone knows I've won. There's no need to show off my spoils.
He leans down and places an extremely gentle kiss on my finger where the ring now rests.
That's not what I'm showing off.
That was it!